Hello, amazing, wonderful, brilliant you who might not know how brilliant you are. This is Susanna today from the Pragmatic Psychology Center in Vienna, where we just had day one of an incredible Business Done Different class. Oh my goodness, it rocks. Have you noticed that the world is changing? Have you noticed that there's all kinds of stuff coming up, but beyond all that stuff that seems to come up, there's a whole new space available, truly. So while the world is going crazy, what else is possible? One of the things that I realized is when other people, whether it's one person or a whole group of people or a whole country or the whole world, which we have going on right now, when we have like people going crazy, not in a good way. I mean, crazy can be wonderful, but there's crazy possible and there's crazy stupid. So right now we have a lot of, crazy stupid going on in the world. And what I realized is I'm sorry to say that, but you cannot heal insanity. Insanity is something that cannot be healed or fixed or brought to sanity. Insanity is something you want to just acknowledge, acknowledge the insanity, and then move on. Ignore it and create what else is possible beyond it. And this is the pragmatics of creating something different. Pragmatic means doing what works. Dramatic is, Dios mío, telenovela and seeing the problem and making a problem out of everything. And what's up on the buffet of possibilities right now? Oh my God, I have so many peacocks here. Look at this. Of course, we're in the Pragmatic Psychology Center. You have a lot of peacocks everywhere. So what's on the buffet of possibilities right now is to be aware of whatever's going on, but not to make yourself part of it. Because that's actually not you. That's not who you are. That's not your only option. But how many of you have thought in order to facilitate ease, joy, and glory, you have to make yourself part of the insanity, drag people along, carry them, fix problems, and all that jazz. So everything that is, and all the lies you've bought about what it would take to change the world, and all the reactive realities you think are creating change, which are not, or you just trying to create a place times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. Wow. So if you, insanity for me is like just an interesting point of view. And again, be aware of it, acknowledge it, like, wow, people are insane. This is what I imagine cats do, when they walk around and they go, meow, they're like, wow, you guys are crazy and I'm going to do my thing. That's how you can do things, like, wow, you guys are crazy. Thanks for sharing. And then you move on, enjoy your life, do your thing, create your life from and as ease, joy, and glory. And also allow that space that you are, the difference that you are, which is a gift, the difference you are, to the difference and the space of ease, joy, and glory. What if you allow that to be the dominating space? What I see so many brilliant creative humanoids people do is they are different, they are a gift, and then people come along and this reality comes along and then they go, okay, I'm not going to be different. Okay, I'm going to not be as ease, joy, and glory as I can be. Okay, I'm going to hold myself back, and then they put on the brakes of their lives, their finances, their creations, their businesses, etc. And, make themselves the bitch of whoever, has limitations. So where have you made yourself the bitch of other people's limitations and calling this kindness and caring? Everything that is, will you destroy and create a place times a godzillion? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poets, meons. What if you, rather than making yourself the bitch of other people's limitations, what if you are allowing yourself to be the dominant space with and as the ease, joy, and glory you're choosing? And that's basically what's on the buffet for us now. And that's one part of, for me, of facilitating greatness, facilitating change, where you allow what you uniquely are, the playfulness, the ease, to be the dominating space. Yes, probably people will judge you. Yes, people will go, oh my God, you cannot be that in public. So what, you know? One of the conversations we had today at the Business Done Different class here was, in the face of judgment, turn yourself up. And it's wonderful, you know. And I told the story of, I'm going to tell you because it's so funny. Years ago, Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, he he came to Vienna, and he did a class here, and we went to a lunch place, and a very conservative lunch place, beautiful, elegant. Gary was dressed in his pink satin shirt and, you know, bling bling, what's it called? Stones, like, you know, like stones, maybe Swarovski, whatever, stones on it. And then he was wearing cowboy boots. And he's like, sure, that's what I'm wearing. I feel great. Let's go. And so he had an entourage of us ladies there as well. And so we were walking into the restaurant, and people were noticing us, of course. And I love the response that he had was like, all right, okay, I'm going to receive this. And he was like bathing in whatever people threw at him. And you could see, like, if he would be a peacock, you know, his feathers would go, and he would just, like, you know how peacocks shake their feathers, like, so beautiful. And that's like what he did. So he was like walking, and the table we had was on the other side of the restaurant. So we had to walk on the stone floor with the cowboy boots he was wearing, being like, ka-ding, ka-ding, ka-ding. It was loud. You could hear him walk, and everybody was noticing us. And it was so amazing how, like, the judgments were not a problem. They were actually something that he and we were receiving as, all right, thanks for noticing us. And then like just, you know, being peacocky around the restaurant. And you could, you know, hear people go, oh my God, who are these people? And why is he dressed that way? And who are these women? And are they, you know, related to him? Or are they his girlfriends? Or what's going on? And it was so funny. And what that showed us was, you know, rather than suffering people's judgments, rather than avoiding them, rather than, you know, caving down in the face of, you know, people's limitations, you just go, thank you. And you receive it. And in the face of judgments, turn yourself up. And that's like what's on the buffet right now. Notice, like, when people around you are choosing limitations and worry and lack, and people agree upon that reality. Like, a lot of people right now agree on the reality of lack. A lot of people agree right now on the reality of worry about the future and about us not having a great future and things going worse, especially in Europe. I don't know how it is where you are right now in the world, but Europe is definitely doing that. And so what if you just perceive it as what people make it as, and then you go, wait a second, what's true for me? What choices do I have regarding my life and my future? And all of life comes to me with ease and joy and glory. So if I would, you know, turn on the energy of my reality, the ease, joy, and glory reality, no matter what judgments might come, what if that is something you allow to dominate the world? So everything that is and everything doesn't allow it, or you destroy and create it, please, times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poets, and yawns. And that is, for me, one element of facilitating change. You know, facilitating change is not only what you do in a one-on-one session or what you do in a class that you facilitate, but facilitating change is actually something you choose to be and something you choose to show up as wherever you go. So this was my sudden urge to share with you a new aha, what else is possible space, because it's now like, what if it's no longer about you needing to relate to everyone around you? Because if you relate to people, you always have to think, what can I behave at? Like, how can I behave? What can I say? What can I not say? What's okay? What's right? What's wrong? What's good? What's bad? But if it's no longer about relating to people, which is basically reactive realities on legs, nonstop, you go out of relating and into, what else can I be beyond all of that? You know, like insanity for me is like you walk through the woods and then you suddenly see, I don't know the name in English, you know, those mushrooms that are poisonous, that are really beautiful, the red ones with the white dots on them. They're called flying mushrooms if you translate it from German, but it's not what you call it in English. But you know what I mean, like the poisonous whatever mushrooms. And you walk through the woods. When you see a poisonous mushroom, or let's say a poisonous snake, do you go, "Oh, hello, little snakey, what makes you so poisonous? I want to understand you. Let's have a conversation." You probably get bitten. But if you see a snake, you can go, "Wow, awesome! I can admire your poisonousness." But I'm not going to come close to you. I'm just going to move on and I'm going to take my walk and enjoy the woods. What if it's the same with insanity? You're like, "Wow, I'm admiring your insanity and thanks for sharing." And you just move on. And that is where you dominate with the space and the ease and the difference you are. So this is, my friends, what I wanted to share with you. And if there's more you would like to explore about what you know about facilitating change, whether it's in one-on-one sessions or classes or anywhere else, however in the world, with whatever background you have working with people, however you work with people, there is actually a whole new paradigm out there called pragmatic psychology. And there are books, I'm sure some of you have read them. And there's also classes called pragmatic practitioner classes. It's where you learn how to use those pragmatic tools in the facilitation, in one-on-one sessions, also for classes that you teach, and in your whole life, like using these tools for the facilitation of yourself also, and with other people. It's really the art of facilitation. And there's all kinds of people who do these classes: coaches, certified access facilitators, social workers, flight attendants, hairdressers, anybody who works with people would just go, "Oh my God, I want to know what I know about facilitating change." Not like what we do is we have a model, we have a fixed, like, this is how you do it. This is how you do it. And then you just adapt to that and constantly like compare yourself with what you should do and how you should do it. It's more like use the tools as guidelines to do it your way, because that's how you become irresistible for people who are looking for you and your facilitation. So next class is coming up in May in Florence, in beautiful Florence in Italy, and also online. The next one afterwards is in Turkey and online. Turkey. Never been there this lifetime. What else is possible? And yeah, I would love to have you there, because, you know, it's amazing how people, you know, with these classes and afterwards go, "Wow, I can do it." They have a whole different confidence in their worlds. And that's what's actually attractive for clients, you know, you knowing how valuable you are and just going for it like a shameless, beautiful peacock who's like shaking its tails, feathers. So have fun being you, and would love to see you at any of these events, and enjoy you, peacock friend. Bye.